good morning po. Ina Sara from TV5. Ma'am, meron po kami natanggap na informasyon. Yun daw po mga magulang ni Secretary Robredo. Informed na po ba sila sa nangyari?
Yun po, mukhang pag-uusapan pa lang po ngayong umaga how they would break the news to them. Kasi po ang sister-in-law ko po kasi came from the States just this morning, arrived from the States this morning. Mag-uusap po yung magkakapatid tungkol doon.
Bakit hindi po agad nasabi?
Kasi hinintay nila yung, gusto nila mag-decide na sila magkakapatid. Hinintay nila yung panganay.
Kasi because of the medical condition.
What would you disclose about secrets? Kung gusto nyo sagutin.
Hindi ko po yun masabi. Kasi alam niya nararamdaman namin ngayon while nalulungkot kami. Parang binibiro namin siya pag nasa bahay kami ng mga anak ko. Binibiro namin siya, sabi namin, Papa, grabe ka na ha. Kasi I am sure na yung pinakita ng tao was beyond his imagination. Ako, he was always assured of the love of the people of Naga. Pero I think what he was not prepared was yung hindi lang pala mga taga-Naga yung nagmamahal sa kanya. Every time nakikita namin may nagpapakita na sa amin sa news, yung mga articles sa dyaryo, mga tributes about him. Parang ang saya namin. Ang saya namin kasi lalo na nung nag-DILG yung asawa ko. Very hardworking siya, very passionate about sa kanyang trabaho. Pag umuwi siya, minsan sinasabi niya, may patutunguhan kaya yung ginagawa ko. Parang nag-wonder siya if na-appreciate yung efforts niya. Kasi iba yung national sa local. Yung local parang instant yung results. Hindi yata siya nun nasanay. Parang naiinip siya sa national level na hindi instant yung results. Kaya parati niyang tinatanong kung na-appreciate kaya yung ginagawa ko. Kaya sabi ko po, pag kinakausap mo kasi siya parati hanggang ngayon, sabi ko, ayan, sinagot ka na. Kaya parang hindi ko pa naman iniisip. Siguradong dadating yung punto na mamimiss namin siya. Pero right now, dahil tinatatagan namin yung loob namin, mas gusto namin isipin na ang saya-saya niya na ngayon.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
I am
po.
Mr. Joey Dizon po, Weekly Informer. One question, ma'am. What do you think is the greatest thing Secretary Robredo did for the city and for the entire country?
Ako hindi ko po yata masasagot yun. Ang pwede ko lang po sabihin yung kung anong ginawa niya para sa aming pamilya. Si Jess po was a regular husband, a regular father. Hindi siya secretary, hindi siya mayor pag nasa bahay. Ang gusto ko po sabihin, he wanted to feel important sa amin. So, di ba umuwi lang siya every weekend? Yung lahat na aayusin sa bahay, hinihintay ko siya. Ang gusto ko sabihin, busted lights, plumbing, yung mga sirang telepono, etc. Hinihintay siya noon. Kasi sinasabi niya, one of the reasons why he wanted to come home every weekend was that he feels grounded here. Mahirap po kasi yung, di ba, yung power has its way of getting into you eh. Parang sinasabi niya na every time he comes home, he wants to feel like a regular dad, a regular husband. Kaya kahit kaya kong gawin, hinihintay siya noon. Just last weekend po, pinaayos niya yung lahat na sirang ilaw sa bahay namin. Yung doorbell po namin sira, inayos niya. Pag nagba-brown out dito, kasi madalas po yung brown out dito, ite-text na namin siya, pa, brown out na naman. And after 5 minutes, he would call me up, o ganito yung updates, ganito oras daw dadating, may inaayos daw sa ganito. Pag nawawalan kami ng internet sa bahay, ite-text ko po siya, walang internet. At may pupunta na sa amin ng mga technicians, tumawag po si secretary, aayusin daw po namin yung internet. May mga ganon. Ang gusto ko sabihin, while it might have been unnecessary, na siya pa yung ginugulo namin sa mga bagay na as trivial as that, it made him feel important. May ginagawa siya para sa pamilya. Parating ang sagot niya sa akin, pag nagsa-thank you ako sa kanya, sa ginawa niya, sasabihin niya sa akin, least I can do, ma. Yun yung parating sagot niya. Palagay ko, importante yun kasi he was very, very conscious na sinasabi niya yan, hindi ako masanay. Parati niya yan sa akin sinasabi, mahirap masanay. He was referring to yung perks na nararamdaman ng office. Para sasabihin niya sa akin, mahirap masanay kasi baka hanap-hanapin. Kaya, palagay ko kaya siya umuwi every weekend. Kasi ito yung siya eh. One time may nagtatanong sa kanya, bakit ka ba uwi ng uwi? Ang sagot niya po, pag hindi ako uuwi, masisira yung ulo ko sa Maynila. Very simple, very ordinary yung mga hilig niya. Pag dumadating siya, ang ano niya po, ang attire niya sa Naga the entire weekend, naka shorts, naka t-shirt, naka chinelas. Yung pinaka ginagawa niya dito, nagbibisikleta siya sa umaga, nagbibisikleta siya sa hapon. Walang security, walang lahat. Palagi ko yun yung kanyang happiness. Yung kanyang trabaho sa Manila, talagang trabaho yun para sa kanya. Pero yung personal na buhay niya andito.
Ma'am, good afternoon. Good morning po. Our deepest condolences. Ma'am,
Thank
Miguel Ortila po from Solar TV. Obviously, as we've all seen, si Secretary is very much well-loved and he was a very effective government official. I'm just interested to know, ma'am, sa mga anak niyo ba, meron bang nagpapakita ng signs that share the same passion as him? And, parang, meron bang most likely would follow the footsteps of their dad?
Kung yung signs ng mga hilig niya, meron. Yung si Aika sa si Trisha, yung pangalawa, very active sila sa community service sa Ateneo. Pareho sila maraming advocacies, pareho sila maraming mga groups na sinalihan. Pero palagay ko hindi towards politics. Mas service pero hindi politics. Pero syempre we are not closing doors, pero very slim yung probability na may magpupolitiko.
Just a follow-up po. You also told us earlier na si Secretary Jessie came back to Naga for the occasion ng sa younger daughter niyo. How is she taking this? Kamusta po siya ngayon?
Okay naman siya. She was devastated at first. Siyempre, I think it was normal for her to feel that way. Especially because nung papunta na kami sa airport, while I was on my way to the airport, binasa ko sa kanya yung text ng papa niya. Yung text ng papa niya, isama mo si Jill pag sundo, blowout natin. Yan yung tinext niya. But they had a victory celebration in Starbucks with the other swimmers, so I didn't bring her with me. Pero I explained to her that her papa already knows that tapos na yung okasyon. It was not really the main reason why he was hurrying to be home. Talagang parati yung nagmamadaling umuwi, kahit alanganin. Ngayon, she is taking it well. Mukhang naintindihan niya na din na hindi siya to blame. Ganun lang talaga yung tatay niya. Parating nagmamadaling umuwi.
10 more minutes.
Yeah, Attorney Lenny, my sympathies to you and your family.
Thank you, Seth.
Did the Secretary share his frustrations within the DILG? Right now, his office is locked because of certain documents that indicate there was an investigation ongoing. Would
Yes.
you like to share with us?
Yes, Seth, he did. He had a lot of frustrations, pero siguro it was told to me in confidence, kaya hindi ko nasasabihin kung ano, but he was very hopeful. He was very hopeful na may mangyayari. He was always telling me na importante talaga na matino yung presidente. At dahil matino yung presidente namin ngayon, he was very hopeful that things will fall into place. Kung ano man yung mga gusto niyang maalis sa department na hinahawakan niya, matatanggal yun. Medyo impatient siya, pero he knew na papunta na sana sa tamang daan.
And did you feel that the cabinet shared his vision, what he wanted to do, or did he feel some kind of isolation as some suggest?
Hindi. Actually, parati niya sa akin sinasabi na parang ang husay daw ng choices sa cabinet. Kinikwento niya, hindi ko na siguro iisa-isahin, pero I told the persons concerned already, he admired a lot of people in the cabinet. Sabi niya lahat daw hardworking, lahat matitino. He was even telling me na parati yan, pagkausap ko siya on the phone, sabihin niya, grabe si ganito. One example, he was telling me, yan naman si Dinky, ang sipag-sipag. So sinabi ko sa kanya, mas masipag pa sa'yo? Because I thought no one was as hardworking as he is. Tapos sabi niya, oo, at least ako may weekend, siya wala.
You may want to address this. There is a report that you were the one who had told the president about some documents being spirited out of his office. Is this correct?
I was not the one who told the president that. I only requested that our residence in Manila be secured. I knew he had documents with him. I do not know if it is in the house. He showed me some papers he was preparing. Pasiguro lang.
Finally, on a more personal level, if you don't mind my asking, we were told yesterday by your mother that you are about to celebrate your 25th wedding anniversary.
No, we just
You
celebrated.
just celebrated the
We just celebrated last June 27. Yun nga, very typical jest na naman. We celebrate, our 25th wedding anniversary was on a weekday. So I knew he wouldn't be coming home. I was in Manila the weekend before and we celebrated already with the entire family. So, yung day na yon, yung day of our anniversary, was a regular, nag-work ako, yung anak ko nag-school, etc., etc. In the afternoon, he arrived. Hindi ko alam na dadating siya, pero dumating siya. Meron siyang bundle of flowers na iba-iba. It wasn't even a bouquet, it was just a bundle. Sinurprise niya ako, yung pala yung flowers, hiningi niya dun sa mga nadaanan niya. And nilamp niya yun sa isang bundle. Yun yung kanyang regalo sa akin. He said he only wanted to surprise me. He arrived late afternoon, I think, and he left the day early morning after.
So it wasn't a grand celebration?
It wasn't. We didn't even eat out. We just stayed at home.
Ma'am Lenny, good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, itanong ko lang po kung yung suot ngayon na relo ni Jillian, yun na po ang relo ni Secretary Jess Robredo.
Opo, yun po yung, sabi ko nga magandang advertisement sa Timex. Kasi po yung relo, after 3 days underwater, it was still working. Yung time was accurate. Yung, nakuha po namin yung kanyang necklace, yun naman yung suot ni Trisha. I have his wallet, nandun yung wallet, kaya lang hindi ko na magagastos yung pera kasi basang-basa na. I was told last night that his bag, meron po siyang parating maliit na bag na nakuha daw po last night. So I was asking if we could have it.
Ma'am, meron pong panawagan, dapat may ipagpatuloy po ni Secretary Jess Robredo yung magandang nasimulan niya po sa DILG. Given a chance na may pagpatuloy yon at ipasa po sa inyo at mabigyan kayo ng posisyon ng ating pamalan, tatanggapin mo ba ito ni Ma'am Lenny? Thank you.
Hindi naman yata ako grace qualified doon. Pero si Jess po, isa sa mga taong naniniwala na no one is indispensable. Sabi niya, ang marami tayong talents na available, kailangan lang matap. Sabi niya nga, marami daw mahuhusay na hindi lang nabibigyan ng breaks. Kaya siguro po yung pinakamaganda, sana yung maa-appoint would also share his vision.